All right, so here's the test review for Unit 8. Test will be next week on a Google form. These are all the things we've done since actually the week before spring break when we were still in school. I'm going to do the review backwards. I just trust me on it. I'm doing the review backwards. So we're going to start with the last two questions that go together on the real number system. Okay, so let me get my inking going. All right, so in which section of the diagram does the number 5/9 belong? Always remember that fractions don't even start till rational numbers. Now you'll notice the picture's drawn differently, and that's what you need to get used to. They can draw the picture in many different ways. It's just that you need to remember how the different categories line up. So everything is a real number, and that's why real numbers encompass the whole top of the chart here. Okay, and then you have your rational numbers all on this side of the chart, and then you have your irrational numbers over here, which there aren't as many. Irrational and rational are never part of the same group. The irrational number, definitely you want to remember, is pi. Pi is always irrational. And your non-perfect squares, like the square root of 2, the square root of 3, square root of 5, okay? Those are all your non-perfect squares. You are going to get decimals that cannot be written nicely in the form of a fraction, okay? So you can see here in the picture from your review, they have the rational, irrational all by themselves, okay? And they have your circles going out this way, starting from your natural. This is another name for the counting numbers, your natural counting numbers, and going out this way, okay? When I draw the circles here, natural counting are in the center. Then you have your integers. Then you have your whole numbers. And then you hit your rational. And the thinking goes from the center out this way, okay? So same thing over here. The thinking's going from the center out this way. Notice my arrows do not include the irrational. The irrational are always separate. The only thing that irrational are real numbers, okay? So natural counting numbers are numbers that little children learn to count naturally. Okay, so those are going to be like 1, 2, 3, and so on. Your integers are where your integers introduce the number 0. Oh, my bad. Scratch that. Your integers include the negatives, your negative numbers. So the natural counting are all your positives. I'll put natural here. Your natural counting are all positive whole numbers, okay? Your integers introduce your negatives. So now natural counting numbers are also called integers, right? When you get to whole numbers, the whole numbers are where you're going to introduce 0. That's where 0 is going to come in on your whole numbers. And your whole numbers include all the positives and all the negative integers, okay? And then you get out here, and this is all your rational. So this is where your fractions are going to start, okay? This is where your percents are going to start, okay? This is where your repeating decimals and your terminating decimals and your perfect squares. Perfect squares are also rational. So the square root of 100 is a perfect square because you get the beautiful whole number root 10. Okay, so for this question, where does 5/9 belong? It's going to belong in the rational numbers because that is the first place where you start seeing fractions. No fractions exist from the natural counting, whole, or integer. And I just realized that I flip-flop that. I wonder if that is a typo. And that's probably why I wanted to introduce a 0 right off the bat. Yep, my bad. Flip-flop, whole, and integers. This is done correctly. I flip-flopped these two. That's why I was right. I wanted to introduce 0 right away. Your whole numbers are here right after natural counting. That's where your 0 gets introduced, and then you go out to integer. Okay? So, if I had to list it, starting from the center, okay? From the center out, you'd have natural, counting, then you go out, and actually it would probably be better if I started it like this. Your natural, counting, then you go out to your whole numbers, just like it says here. My bad, that's where 0 gets introduced. Then you go to your integers. So now that's where your negatives get introduced, okay? Then you go out to your rational numbers, where the fractions start coming in and everything else, okay? So the thinking is going out, okay? Like so. And irrational are separate. All right, let's go to the next slide. To which of the following sets of numbers does the square root of 196 belong? Well, always remember, not all of you are going to know that that's a perfect square. So go find the square root of 196, and that gives you 14. 14 times itself gives you 196. So, because this simplifies to 14, and 14 is a natural counting number, then you're thinking like you did a minute ago, if 14 belongs in this group right here, okay, right here is 14, then 14 is going to belong in all of these groups going out, okay? So 14 is starting natural counting, check. So we definitely want 1. You want the Roman numeral 1 to be in your answer, and the Roman numeral 1 isn't here or here. And it's definitely going to be an integer, so that gets rid of that, and it's rational. Okay, the only thing 14 is not is irrational. Okay, all right, so that's the video for those two problems. I'm going to do another video for the next section of problems that go together.